the 2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson here once again with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal for 2K Sports. Pleased you are here with us for Game 5 of the conference semifinals. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Detroit Pistons going up against the Chicago Bulls in their house, United Center. And guys, for the Bulls, an impressive performance for them in Game 4, winning on the road. Now back on their home court, they're looking to take advantage. Been a hard-fought series to this point, but you know, with Game 5 on their home floor, they've got to take control. Shaq, let's get you to weigh in first.
If they lose tonight, they're facing the elimination on road in Game 6. Now, as the series progresses, Ernie, the margin for error has got to be smaller and smaller. They really need to concentrate, especially tonight.
Welcome to the NBA playoffs here on 2K Sports. It's Game 5. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. We've got the Detroit Pistons and the Chicago Bulls. Taking a look at Chicago, with the series tied 2 games apiece, a chance here to retake the series lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
No secret here, guys, that in this situation, the winner of Game 5 goes on to win the series the vast majority of the time. So they want to take care of business here and avoid a do-or-die Game 6 in hostile territory.
I really don't like their chances if they can't win this game. But I don't see that happening, Greg. I mean, in an atmosphere like this with these fans behind them, I think they'll grab control of this series.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. On the floor for Detroit, Jennings runs the point with Jackson flanking him. Ilyasova out there with Marcus Morris. And it's Drummond in at the 5 down low. On defense, Detroit, they come off the loss on Friday.
Yeah, their defense got sliced and diced in that game. They just weren't closing down on perimeter shooters, not nearly quick enough, and then they gave up their fair share of those point-blank shots on the interior as well.
Something was clearly amiss for them, Greg. I mean, to let an opponent shoot that high a percentage, you got to take a real long look in the mirror after a game like that.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Jackson with it. Pass to Ilyasova. Outside Jennings. Shot clock at 5. Here's Drummond. Noah with the block. Stolen by Jackson. And Drummond kicks to Ilyasova. Jennings passes to Drummond. Jackson has the open look. Hits the three-point bomb.
A lot of times in the first quarter, it will dictate how big a role a player has later on.
Sanders against Jennings. Here's Gasol. Hits some room on the way in, and the bucket's good. Gasol's got his second bucket of the game to go. Drummond sets the screen for Jackson. Jennings in the corner. In the corner, it's Morris. Rebound by the Bulls.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
The Bulls shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. And the first one at the line is good. And so he hits both. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Outside Jennings. He kicks to Jackson. 5 on the clock. Drummond. No good. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Butler goes in. Outside for Gasol. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. And that's now 6 points for Pau Gasol. Pistons trail by 3. Now Jennings. Ilyasova, a screen on Butler. Jennings dishes to Ilyasova. Detroit, no good that time either.
And, you know, coaches just love players who they can count on to give that effort defensively.
And he clearly is one of those guys, Greg. We saw it right there. Nice work forcing that miss.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Shot to stop the run. Good! Ilyasova's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Sanders passes to Gasol. Snell kicks to Sanders. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Sanders' shot is off.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Now here's Jackson. No one near Drummond as he lets it go. Off target from the baseline.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Sanders dishes to Noah. Here's Butler. That one's good from the corner. Now here's Jackson. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Kevin, thank you. I spoke with the Pistons head coach for just a bit. I asked him what he said to his guys in the locker room, and he said, I told them the only way we can lose is if we beat ourselves. There's no way that if we play our game, there will be any other result. Certainly a lot of confidence in that pep talk, gentlemen.
And thank you for that, Doris. Noah kicks to Snell. Butler on the way. Out to the wing. Gasol against Ilyasova.
Pistons foul call. Gasol Ilyasova. That's his first personal foul.
Bulls shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
At the line for the Bulls, 2 shots.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. Pistons trail by 5. Inside, here's Drummond, and he dunks it down.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Now, here's Butler. Feeds it to Gasol. Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession. And on the screen now is the 2K leaderboard with a rundown of this postseason's assist leaders. Freak number 1. Third is Brandon Jennings.
I think these two guys are having a little personal competition here in the playoffs to see who will finish with the most assists.
Jackson against Sanders. Ilyasova sets a screen for Jackson. Kicks to Jennings. Out to the right wing. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Ilyasova's got 5 points so far. Gasol on the high post. Good D by Drummond.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
They set the pick. Outside Jackson. Drummond a screen. Here's Jackson, and he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot. 5 points in the game.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Morris, no good. Here's Butler. It's blocked. And here's Jennings, looking for his first basket still in this one. Ilyasova sets a screen for Jackson. It's rebounded by Noah.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And a wide open look for Sanders. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Okay, fans, now coming on the court are your Level Wolves. Make some noise and cheer them on.
So for the Bulls, Pachulia, he's checked in for Noah. Mirotic comes in for Tony Smith. The Pistons trail it. Outside Jackson. Kicks it out to Jennings. Drummond the screen. Shoots off the screen. That one rolling around and runs out.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
Now here's Sanders. Following the miss by Jennings. Clock at 6. Mirotic. No good on the three.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear they're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Good looking screen by Gasol. Bellinelli for 3. Count the bucket.
There's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes in this defense.
No doubt the defense had better play a little tighter.
Now here's Drummond. It's Jennings with the drive. That's good. Jennings has got his first basket of the night.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
And Sanders kicks to Gasol. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Releases. Detroit with the rebound. Here's Jennings. The dish to Drummond. Can't get it to go. Good D by Sanders.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
Wasted no time on that one. Mirotic has got his first bucket in this one. Pistons trail by 3. Johnson outside. There's the pass to Jackson. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson. And that's 10 points for Reggie Jackson.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Here's Bellinelli. Back to Sanders, and the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
My ball.
Bulls making a switch here. Portis is checked in. Then for the Pistons, Aaron Baines. He's checked in for Andre Drummond. Kyle Singler comes in for Reggie Jackson. And Ray McCallum subbed in for Brandon Jennings. Detroit's gone 3 of 4 on 3-pointers in the first quarter. Doing well from long range. Williams a screen. Here's McCallum. Sanders covering. Here's Baines. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Sanders with the ball. Passes it to Portis. Over to the wing. There's the pick. And Mirotic has it in the corner. Here's Pachulia. Shot is off. And Detroit the other way now.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Here's Baines to the paint. It's tipped. And it's blocked. He feeds it to McCallum. Drops in the tray. McCallum's got his first 3 points of the game.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
A clear look for Sanders. Cans the shot with nobody near him. There's 1:38 left in the first quarter. Here's McCallum. Sanders covering. McCallum, the pass to Baines. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start, 2 for 2.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Pass to McCallum. There's a good screen. Pulls up on the wing. Here's Williams. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Detroit?
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
Another thing they've been able to really get going so far tonight has been the 3-ball, the long-range shooting.
He hits the second from the line. And 1:01 left here in the opening quarter. Bulls trail by 6. And there's the feed to Mirotic. There's a screen. He dishes it to Bellinelli. Shoots from the line. And Sanders gets it to go on the assist by Bellinelli. That's 7 points for Freak.
He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
McCallum dishes to Williams. Pass to Baines. Singler outside. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
And Bellinelli kicks to Sanders. Clock at 6. Here's Bellinelli. He's guarded by Johnson. The shot by Bellinelli. No good. Johnson gets the bucket. And now an 8-point Detroit lead.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And, Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
And the Gasol brothers, both starters in the All-Star game last season. It's the first time that's happened in NBA history. Pau talked about the joy of sharing the NBA stage with his brother Mark.
It's like a dream come true. It's hard to really picture it. I'm just proud to be Mark's brother, and I'm proud of what he's become as a basketball player and as a man.
Well, their story is a bit like a fairy tale, the way 2 of them, sons of medical professionals.
How big and bulky Marc Gasol was when he was drafted by the Lakers, who traded him to Memphis for his brother.
And we're back here at Game 5 with more action about to get underway. And guys, what's your take on the Pistons so far?
I tell you what, the scoring has come in threes for the most part here so far.
Every time down the floor, it seems they're knocking down the triple.
Sanders in at point guard. Portis is out there with Noah. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Prince in at the 3 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Now here's Butler. Shoots a 3. That one's good. And the Piston lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Sanders. Detroit's gone a very strong 4 for 5 from three-point land in the ball game. From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Pistons looked really strong. He finished with 33 points and seemed to be seeing the action in slow motion, piling up a huge amount of assists. Numbers like that make you anxious to see what he can do next time out.
Thanks, Doris, for revisiting what was an astounding performance.
Yeah, that's certainly one that we'll be talking about here for a long time.
I'd say it would make it to his greatest hit spot. No doubt about it.
Chicago shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he can't get the first one. Drummond's checked in for the Pistons. Jennings comes in for Ray McCallum. No good on the second free throw.
Usually free throws are a formality for him. I didn't expect that result when he stepped up there.
Dishes it to Jackson. Shot from 12. Tayshaun Prince with the rebound.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Sanders with the ball. And Jennings picks him up defensively. Sanders passes to Portis. Sanders dishes to Butler. 5 to shoot. Fires top of the key, but he gets it back. And the Bulls get it back. Nice shot by Portis.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
Shot misses. And it's Chicago the other way. Sanders. That 3 off the mark.
You know what? He's never been known as a three-point shooter. Not sure why he continues to try.
Again, the miss by the Pistons. Bulls trail by 5. Noah the screen. Butler kicks to Sanders. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, the defense not doing a good job at all of getting after him. They've got to crowd him and make it tough for him. That's his second this quarter.
Now here's Jennings. He kicks it to Ilyasova. Shot to stop the drought. Count the bucket. Ilyasova's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Boy, you got to love that nice assist by Jennings.
Sanders passes to Noah. Now Sanders, 13 points in the game. Left side, Butler shoots from the baseline. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Butler's got 6. For Detroit, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Morris outside, and the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Here's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the best shooters during the postseason. You look at Dunleavy, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks. And, of course, Joakim Noah, several spots down.
And they've both been extremely hot from the floor. Great timing on their part to get it going in the postseason.
Now, here's Sanders. Here's Butler. That misses, had a chance to tie it there.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup.
And they double up Jackson. A 3 ball. That's good from Jennings on the assist by Ilyasova. Jennings has got 5.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Sanders passes to Portis. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Noah kicks to Butler. Feeds it to Prince. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Oh, he wants that one from way outside. 16 points for Freak.
They need to get somebody on him. They've got to cover him like a blanket. He's killing them from outside this period. Hitting his 3rd of the 2nd quarter there.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Chicago making some changes. Saul comes in for Portis, and Tony Snell subbed in for Tayshaun Prince. Here's Jennings. He has 5. Pass to Ilyasova. This one for 3. The shot's good on the assist by Jennings. Ilyasova's got 5 points now this quarter.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
Back to Sanders. Snell kicks it to Noah. The dish to Sanders. The pass to Snell. Snell off the pick from Sanders. Shot clock at 6. And stolen by Jennings. Drops in the breakaway layup. And it's a 7-point Detroit lead.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They better not. I mean, they've got to pad their lead anytime an opportunity presents itself, and that was a golden.
Now Morris following the 3-point attempt by Freak. To the middle. Here's Drummond, and that one is stuffed right through.
Boy, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger, Clark, right now.
Yeah, it's with them.
And guys, that swagger can backfire because you don't want to get your opponent a little too riled up.
Noah, and again, no good by Chicago. Pistons leading by 9. Jennings kicks to Morris. It's back to Jennings. Drummond with a screen on Sanders. 11 feet away. Shot is off. Detroit's gone 2 of 4 from 3-point range so far in the 2nd quarter.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
Snell kicks to Gasol. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Kevin, a big guy with his quickness should be almost illegal. How can you guard that?
Morris dishes to Jennings. Out to Morris. Fires for 3. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Jennings. Jennings has got assist number 7 for him tonight. Jennings against Sanders. Noah the screen. Sanders passes to Noah. Back to Sanders. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Sanders has got 11 here in this quarter alone.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Drummond in the post, covered by Noah. And Drummond kicks to Morris. Jennings dishes to Ilyasova. And another 3 for Detroit.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
For the Bulls, Pachulia, he's checked in for Noah. And Mirotic subbed in for Jimmy Butler. And a different look here for the Pistons. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. Derek Williams comes in for Ilyasova. Singler, he's checked in for Marcus Morris. And it's Johnson in for Reggie Jackson. Now, here's Gasol. 9 points in the game so far. To the left side wing. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
He's just too quick for his man. Left him in the rearview mirror and knocked it down.
Johnson right side. And Baines gets to Jennings. There's the triple. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Kicks it to Pachulia. Fires from 14. Another one falls for Chicago.
I love how he used his height advantage on that shot.
And he had the nice soft touch with it too.
Johnson in the corner. Lets it go with the 3. And that one's good. Johnson's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate.
Yeah, exactly. It sure is. Plenty of second opportunities. 8 of their last 10 points from the paint, but the defense still continues to back away and not show any aggressiveness.
Yeah, good call there. I mean, feet clearly moving when he set the screen.
And he lowered the shoulder, too. I mean, they were going to get him there one way or the other. I mean, that was an easy call.
Bellinelli, he's checked in for Tony Snell. Ray McCallum's checked in for Detroit. And Chicago has possession. Now here's Sanders. 18 points for him. It's stolen by Johnson. Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone. Nice shot by Singler.
Agility leads to thievery there as he got his hand in there to get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
And Clark, that's been the story of this game so far. I mean, they cannot hand over any more easy points in the open floor.
Here's McCallum. 5 points in the game. Picked by Williams. Singler for 3 and another 3 for Detroit.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And here is Mirotic following Kyle Singler's 3. Good looking screen by Gasol. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Bellinelli. He's guarded by Johnson. And again, no good by Chicago. Pistons leading by 13. To the inside, and McCallum kicks to Singler. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Chicago's gone 5 of 8 from 3-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Bellinelli gets the bucket.
There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
Here's McCallum. 1:22 left to play in the first half. Chicago's gotten 2/3 of their 3-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. And Bellinelli kicks to Mirotic. Passes to Sanders. Rob. Now Detroit moving it up. McCallum with the bucket. McCallum's got 7 points.
And really just straight to the basket with a full head of steam.
Well, if you're going to throw it down, make sure you throw it down with force.
That one's good, and the Piston lead is cut back down to 10 points after they get the bucket from Sanders. And McCallum kicks to Williams. He feeds it to Baines. Back to Williams. On the wing, Singler. Just 5 to shoot. Williams a screen. Fades and shoots. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
And fellas, in this quarter, he's improved on what was already a very good performance in period number 1.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Gasol. Again, Chicago. Pistons leading by 10. Here's McCallum. 7 points in the game. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. Pistons have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. And so he hits the technical free throw.
Bobby Portis.
Jacks up a three. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And we finished one half of...
Well, obviously a lot of ground for you guys to make up in that second half. Do you expect Coach to shake things up to try to jumpstart you here in the third?
I wouldn't be surprised if he did. We came out and laid an egg that first half, straight up. Right now, any change to wake us up would be welcome. But we know we can play a lot better than that.
Hang tough, young man. Kevin, this league is not easy on the young ones.
Thanks so much, Doris, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back in there for the start of the third quarter after this break. And thanks for joining us once more as we get set to continue our coverage of the Eastern Conference semis.
He's been absolutely in control. No slowing down for Sanders. He has 20 points, and he's added to his numbers by hitting 4 shots from the three-point line.
And really now you can tell the defense starting to have second thoughts in terms of how they're going to play him. That's 12 points from long range.
On the floor for Detroit, Jennings runs the point with Jackson flanking him. Andre Drummond is out there with Ilyasova. And it's Morris in at the three, the small forward.
Nice piece of work there. Get yourself a little space and pull the trigger.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Noah with a screen on Jackson. Butler passes to Sanders. Out to the right wing. Snell dishes to Gasol. Fades back. Rebound, Detroit. Here's Jackson. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. This is his first trip to the line tonight. That's good from Jackson.
At the line for 2.
Both free throws good from Jackson. Bulls trail by 15. Pass to Snell. At the elbow, it's Gasol. Butler goes in. Detroit with the rebound. Drummond's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. The Pistons shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
At the line for the Bulls, Brandon Jennings taking 2 shots.
That's good from Brandon Jennings. Brandon Jennings hits them both. Chicago's gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. Gasol kicks to Butler. Butler can't get that one to fall.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Jennings passes to Ilyasova. It's Jackson with the drive, and the wide-open shot from Morris. They grab their own miss. Drummond dishes to Jackson. Drummond sets the screen for Jackson. And there's the feed to Ilyasova. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Ilyasova's got 15 points.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
Butler against Jackson. Shot clock at 5, and he gets it to go. And it's 8 points for Jimmy Butler.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Ilyasova, screen on Sanders. Outside Jennings. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense.
Shape up. Shape up. Come on, y'all. We need better looks than that.
Pistons have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one.
One shot. One shot.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Noah with the block. Gasol kicks to Sanders. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Another one falls for Chicago.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor way too easy. Get into them on the perimeter. Posts. Rotate over and make your presence felt. Quit being so soft.
Here are the NBA's top scorers during this postseason as shown on the 2K leaderboard. Freak number 1. Bulls on D. Here's Jennings. And the rejection by Sanders. That's good. Morris has got 5 now. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Pass to Sanders. Down low. Snell kicks to Sanders. Detroit with the rebound. Drummond's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Dishes it to Jennings. They set the pick. He kicks to Ilyasova. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Ilyasova's got 4 points this quarter. Bulls trail by 20.
Got it. Get the ball inside.
Outside Butler. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
Bulls shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. That free throw good from Butler.
It's been a solid outing for Butler. He's got 11 points now and 3 assists as well.
Outside for Jackson. Ilyasova passes to Jackson. Morris, left side. Back to Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Down low. Layup off the pick. Here's Drummond. Noah with the block. Sanders against Morris. 18 feet out. No good from Gasol.
And even though he missed that, you have to take those shots when you get the opportunity.
Exactly. They don't come much better or easier than that.
The drive by Jackson. He dishes it to Ilyasova. He's feeling it. Rebounded by Snell. Snell's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Butler gets to Gasol. Feeds it to Sanders. Gasol dishes to Sanders. Cans the shot from the wing. Sanders has got 22.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Well, it's interesting. The defense continues to back off, expecting them to attack the rack, but they just continue to pull up and knock down those mid-range jumpers.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
Pistons leading by 15. Drummond, a screen. Sanders against Jennings. That's good from Ilyasova on the assist from Brandon Jennings.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. They spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Tayshaun Prince is checked in for Chicago.
Tayshaun Prince.
Bulls trail by 17. It's Prince on the wing. There's the dish to Sanders. Bulls moving the ball around. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. Well, folks, tonight a great rebounding game we're watching in progress. And now, with that in mind, let's take a look at the all-time record for rebounds in a single game. How about Wilt Chamberlain with 55 rebounds back on November 24th, 1960.
And guys, that's one of those records that always seemed to me impossible to break. I mean, in the modern era, nobody's even sniffed that 55 rebound mark. I mean, heck, a lot of teams don't get 55 rebounds in a game, and Wilt's owned it since 1960.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Pistons?
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
Couple that with just how well they've shot it from beyond, and they've made this thing look easy.
Butler kicks to Sanders. The pass to Noah. Sanders against Jennings. Sanders' shot is good. And here's Jennings. 11 points in the game. Morris outside. It's back to Jennings. Ilyasova sets a screen for Jennings. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Jennings has got 6 points in the quarter.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
Butler goes in, and the shot is good. Butler's got 13.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Jennings kicks to Morris. Passes it to Drummond. Outside Jennings. Here's Jackson. Here's Drummond. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Jennings against Butler. And Ilyasova kicks to Morris. Drummond. It's rebounded by Noah. Noah's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
His shot's it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Here's Gasol, and it's sent back by Drummond. Sanders passes to Prince. Here's Gasol. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Gasol's got 4 this quarter. Pistons leading by 18. Jennings dishes to Morris. It's back to Jennings. Top of the key. The shot is off, and Chicago will go the other way with the ball. And Sanders kicks to Gasol. to Sanders from beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Ilyasova. Jackson passes to Drummond. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got his 4th assist in this one.
Okay, fans, now coming to the court are your Rebel Bulls. Make some noise and cheer them on.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Pachulia, he's checked in for Noah. Portis comes in for Pau Gasol. Mirotic is checked in for Tayshaun Prince. And it's Bellinelli in for Butler. And Sanders kicks to Pachulia. Sanders with the ball. 26 points for him. And again, Chicago, no good.
He's really slowed down a bit here in the second half. He hasn't converted a 3 yet after the tremendous first half he had.
Singler outside. The kick out to Williams. No good from outside.
That's a shot you've got to take if you're looking for the three-pointer. I mean, the defense was nowhere around.
Sanders dishes to Pachulia. To the paint. Bellinelli passes to Pachulia. Right wing, 6 to shoot. Here's Sanders. Johnson with the block. Now Detroit moving it up. Nice shot by Singler. Singler's got 11.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have. They're not as aggressive from the outside here, but maybe they should think about stretching the defense a little bit, like they did in the first half. I mean, stretching the defense makes it easier to score inside, too.
Williams can't get it to go. Bulls trail by 20. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Sanders. Singler with the rebound. Detroit's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Here's McCallum. Pachulia covering. Here's McCallum. He's got 7. But they'll get another chance.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
Johnson, a wide open look. They get it back. And Baines kicks to Singler. With the teardrop. And he lays it up and in. Singler's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They've done a terrific job of getting offensive rebounds and then converting those here in the second half. I mean, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but they've turned them all into points.
Here's Sanders. Off target with his 3.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Singler for 3. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
The Bulls keep it alive. Mirotic dishes to Pachulia. Second shot opportunity. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. It's Detroit opening up a huge gap.
Sounds go off when I enter the building.
And we welcome you back here to the broadcast of the Eastern Conference semifinals. Chicago has gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. Pistons leading by 23. Williams, a screen on Butler. Jennings kicks to Williams. Here's Drummond. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through track.
Here's Sanders. That 3 off the mark.
Tell you what, the defense has nothing to worry about out there with him shooting. I mean, He can't dial it in from deep this half at all.
It's tipped and stolen by Butler. Snell, that's good.
Fast break opportunities do not get any easier than that one off the steal.
Exactly. The defense really no chance to get back.
Stolen by Noah. Snell, that's good. Snell's got 4 points this quarter.
When you can make adjustments to the shot in midair and midstream and still knock it down, you know you're flowing.
Jennings against Butler. They double him with Noah. Here's Drummond. That one off the back iron and out.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Kicks to Sanders. Jackson against Butler. Shoots a fader. Rebound Andre Drummond. Drummond's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at him.
Now Jennings, shot clock at 5. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Drummond with another miss. Butler passes to Sanders. Here's Noah, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
To the right side. Drummond dishes to Johnson. Detroit, no good that time either. Bulls trail by 17. Inside, here's Butler, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
Hey, Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
You got it. Get the ball inside.
Pass to Noah, and stolen by Drummond. Here's Jennings. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. 15 points for Brandon Jennings.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim, unabated, in stride.
Here's Gasol. It's Chicago with another bucket.
And sometimes you just can't get around your defender there. You got to hit him with that high top fade.
Outside Jackson. Williams has a screen for Jackson. Off the screen. The second chance effort. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
It's been a good night for Drummond. He's got 19 rebounds and a pair of blocks to go along with those.
And he's been standing tall when they needed him.
Ilyasova, he's checked in for Williams. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. Bulls trail by 17. Here's Snell. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep. The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
And Sanders kicks it to Noah. Sanders against Jennings. Three-pointer. Sanders' shot is off.
Not sure if he just ran out of gas or what, Kevin, but he's been awful ever since the second half started. Not even been a factor.
Johnson outside. Outside Jennings. Ilyasova, a screen on Butler. Jennings passes to Ilyasova. Another miss by Ilyasova.
And I wouldn't put it past him, guys, to eventually start hitting those, given what he did in the first half.
Noah with a screen for Butler. Offensive rebound. Screen by Sanders. And it's Butler missing.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Here's Sanders. And the shot no good, a bit short.
I think he's got to regroup and get himself together here. I mean, something's gone wrong with him this quarter. He's really fallen off.
Nice ball movement by Detroit. It's Jackson with the drive. That's good. And the Pistons lead by 21.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
Detroit leading by 21, and Gasol comes to help. Sanders against Jackson, and the foul called on Freak. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Not his best moment. Obviously, no one on their team's happy right now, but you shouldn't be taking that frustration out on your opponent with a poor foul.
It's deflected.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Here's Jackson. Noah with the block. The feed to Butler. Pass to Sanders. Back to Butler. Over to the left wing. Snell dishes to Noah. Screen by Sanders. Butler kicks to Sanders. And again, Chicago. No good.
He's certainly not been at his best this quarter. And that's an understatement.
Back to Jackson. That falls. 3 assists by Brandon Jennings. And that's 19 points for Reggie Jackson. Chicago's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Here's Sanders. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Jennings against Butler. They double him with Noah. And Ilyasova kicks to Jackson. Here's Drummond. Noah with the block. Butler passes to Sanders. Pulls up. High post. Good. He hits the jump shot. Sanders has got 30.
Boy, he's making it look really easy right now. I expect him to continue to run the offense through him until the defense makes him change plans.
And Gasol comes to help. Here's Ilyasova. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Noah's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
And guys, that's just about going to do it here for Game 5. Always pivotal. And now we look ahead to a critical Game 6. But a huge win tonight for the Pistons.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today. You know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
And so many key players that you could point to tonight, but in particular, a great game for Jennings. He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
Now here's Jackson. To the middle. Here's Ilyasova, and the layup is good.
Didn't take their time in wrapping this game up. They came out with a sense of urgency.
Nice ending spurt to polish it off. Once they had him on the ropes, they started throwing haymakers at him.
The whole knockout blow.
Sanders dishes to Gasol. Fades. That's good. Detroit dictating the flow. Outside Jennings to the wing right side. Left side Jackson. And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. This was a pivotal game in the series so far, and they were able to keep their heads, Greg, get the job done, and take the all-important 3-2 lead.
Now they can breathe
Yeah, right.
just a little bit easier, knowing
goodness.
they're just one win away from closing this thing out. Had they lost this game, the pressure on them would have been huge.
Just gigantic, you're right. It's time for us to say so long. We hope you've enjoyed our coverage during the second round of the NBA Eastern Conference Playoffs. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. And as the fans file out of the building, now time to head over to Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith for